connection with Mr. Rajiv Ranjan. However, we will keep tracking developments there coming on this story. We are moving on to some other stories. The Supreme Court has now directed the Central Bureau of Investigation to probe the Karur Stampede, which occurred on September 27th during a rally organized by actor Vijay's political outfit, Tamilaga Vetrikazam, and claimed 41 lives. A bench comprising Justices J.K. Maheshwari and N.V. Anjaria also appointed former Supreme Court Judge Justice Ajay Rastogi to oversee the investigation. The monitoring committee, chaired by Justice Rastogi, will include 2 IPS officers from the Tamil Nadu cadre who are not natives of the state. The CBI is required to submit monthly status reports on the progress of the investigation to the committee. The court also censured the Madras High Court's principal bench in Chennai for exceeding the scope of a petition that had merely sought the framing of a standard operating procedure for political rallies. The bench noted that the High Court had travelled beyond the relief sought by constituting a special investigative team to inquire into the incident. Joining me is my colleague Sambhav Sharma. Sambhav, we are getting some updates from the Supreme Court on this Karur Stampede that has taken place, and now it has directed the Central Bureau of Investigation to probe the Karur Stampede. All right, I think we are trying to get Sambhav on the line till then. However, this is a big step that's coming in from the Supreme Court over here on this story. We are back with R.K. Singh, advocate of the Supreme Court, who is joining us on this broadcast on this story as well. Mr. Singh, we are seeing that the Supreme Court has now in fact reprimanded for the Madras High Court for overstepping on an issue which only mandated their orders on political rallies. And we are also seeing that it has directed the Central Bureau of Investigation to probe it, and there will be a retired Supreme Court judge with 2 IPS officers in this entire bench who are going to probe this incident.
Yes, thank you very much. This is huge. This is something huge, because the incident which has happened there, whereby 41 innocent people, they have lost their life. This is not something ordinary. And the law considers this entire exercise and a man-made disaster, because human error is obviously there, and it comes under the purview of Disaster Management Act. But having said that, other than Disaster Management Act, the IPC sections are also applicable. And look, the inhumanity of the entire situation is that this one particular actor, who happens to be a politician, or I do not know what exactly he is, an actor politician or a politician actor, I do not know, or one on the same thing. He runs away from the site, and he did not owe a moral responsibility, or for that matter, a human responsibility, even to help those people who are injured. And Supreme Court in past also, they have risen to the occasion. And today also, when the Supreme Court has taken note of it and ordered for a thoroughfare inquiry by the CBI officers and monitored by the High Court judges, this is something which says, it speaks volumes about the human side of the Supreme Court, because those people who have lost their life, they have literally been abandoned by the society. The institutions have abandoned them. The state has abandoned them. That stupid actor has abandoned them. And now the Supreme Court, as a guardian of the people of this country, they have taken the task to providing justice to these people. And you know, one thing for sure, if the court has ordered that the probe has to be monitored on in 15 days or 1 month period, that speaks that Supreme Court is determined to take to this entire investigation to the logical end. And that is very important, and it is very important. Yes, please.
Absolutely. Mr. Singh, do you also think that the previous, investigation that has been ongoing, we have been seeing that an SIT is conducting a probe. We are also seeing that political parties are sending in their probe and delegation teams to the site. So many people are in fact, muddling the entire issue, that the Supreme Court now had to step in, and now it is saying that it wants, like you rightly pointed out, monthly reports on this issue, because it wants to get to the bottom of this. How did 41 innocent lives, they were lost because of some callous attitude?
Very true, very true. Your concern is absolutely very, very true. And you must have noticed one thing: these all political predators, or these political activists who go there and take in their hand their own way of investigating, the least of them, not even one of them, I have seen them, they are talking about the rehabilitation of those people who have died, or the families whereby they need to be rehabilitated economically, psychologically, emotionally. What they need is a therapy right now, not this politicking and advertiserial kind of a thing. Supreme Court, when it stepped inside the entire drama, Supreme Court understood one thing absolutely clear: this multiple agencies which are investigating this entire exercise, incident, they are not bothered about arriving at a situation. They are trying to overlap the jurisdiction and confuse the investigation. Now the Supreme Court has said, no, nothing doing. Here we are sitting. We are giving the entire investigation to one of the most highly competent agencies of this country, that is CBI, and CBI will be accordingly monitored by a judicial body. So that speaks volumes about the concern the Supreme Court has taken note of it. Yes, please.
Sir, I also want to understand that, like I mentioned, there is a SIT also probing this incident. So, do you think that this committee, which is now being, formed under the directions of the Supreme Court, they will work in tandem with the SIT, or they will individually probe this entire incident? What is the procedure for such committees to start off their investigations?
When SIT is formed, the very word SIT, it says that the specific directions has been given to investigate, like 5, 6 points, 7, 8 points, 9 points. But now since CBI also taken up the investigation, so ideally I am not aware about the content of the judgment. I am sure you must not also be, because later in the day or by tomorrow, the entire judgment will come. But as of now, when the CBI has taken the charge of the investigation, it makes it's no sense why SIT will continue with this investigation. Because suppose tomorrow SIT gives a clean check and CBI, says that these persons were involved in it, then there will be overlapping of jurisdiction. So, in my earnest view and legal understanding, the SIT should be asked to stop the investigation, because a highly specialized agency is now doing the investigation.
Absolutely.
So, that is there. Yes, please.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, RK Singh, over there, for providing us with your valuable inputs on this story.